Hi, I'm Karla with Karla Dreyer Design, decor expert, and this is Decor with Love TV. So if you have kids, this video is for you. Whether you're decorating a nursery or decorating a bedroom for a 10-year-old, there are some common elements you need when decorating your kids' room. I'm going to share my top 5 tips with you. So tip number 1 when you're decorating your kids' room is really you want to think long term. And this is probably the hardest is when they're babies. I know it was even for my girls when they're babies. You want it to be cute and babyish, but that lasts such a short period of time. And even if you're decorating for, say, my youngest now is 4, even say decorating a room for her, I want to think long term. I want to think what's she gonna like when she's 6 or she's 8 or she's 10. Because I don't know about you, but even loving design, redecorating my kids' rooms is not something I want to do all the time. So you want to think about choosing items that can last and stand the test of time as your child grows. So tip number 2 when decorating your kids' room is you want to get a rug. Now I like a rug in most bedrooms, but in say a master bedroom, I don't think you have to have a rug, but in a kid's room, I think you do have to have a rug for 2 reasons. One, from a design perspective, I think it's a great jumping off point. If you find a rug that you love, you can pull a lot of the colors and ideas from there. 2 is that kids are always on the floor. So if they're playing or they have friends over and play, they're always on the floor. So consider the rug from a design perspective, but also from a functional perspective. You want something soft and welcoming that they can play on. So tip number 3 when decorating your kids' room is storage. Storage is king, or in our case, storage is queen. Kids seem to have a lot of stuff, and no matter how much you recycle or give away, there's more that seems to come in. So think of storage everywhere you can. Some of my favorite things to do for storage is use unconventional baskets, and by that I mean I think you can overpay for some of the kid-made bins and baskets. Just go into a store and things that you might use for yourself or things you might use for a laundry basket, some of those big woven ones, they come in different colors now, are great to throw in all the kids' stuff, and a lot of them come with lids. Another thing is books, which I love that kids have books, but again, they can be everywhere. A couple of my favorite tips for that is I've just gotten a simple book ledge, a little picture shelf, and put it above my kids' beds, and they can put all their books on there as well. So storage is big, can't forget it. Baskets and the picture shelf or books have been my 2 favorite things when decorating a kid's room. So tip number 4 when decorating your kids' room, and if you have really young kids, you may not be thinking of this yet, but trust me, it comes up super quick, is kids' art. Once they start doing art, there is a ton of art, and it's awesome. They're proud of themselves, we're proud of them, they want to display it, we want to display it, but it can get overwhelming of where to put it. So you want to think of this within your design and within your wall space. So a couple ideas is a cork board, of course. You could just get a simple cork board, covering it in a fabric would be nice, and then you can display different pictures on there. Another idea that I've done that I quite like is found an old, quite large vintage frame, took out the middle of it, hung the frame, and then different pictures went kind of in and out that the girls brought home. You can also just hang a string with clothes pegs along it. I like this one, it's really cute, and then the kids can just clip up their art from there. So think about art. You could also do a gallery wall as well with different frames and change it up. That may be a little more tedious, but when you're thinking of the design, make sure you incorporate your kids' art in it. And tip number 5 when decorating your kids' room, don't paint it. And so if you've painted now, don't freak out, but don't paint it their favorite color. The reason I say this is their favorite color could change, and painting as sort of inexpensive and easy we say sometimes it is, it can be a pain, and we don't always want to do it. So instead, think about wall decals. I think that's a great way to change up the kids' room, change up the look. If they're into elephants at the time, or into maps of the world, or into space or stars or whatever it may be, or into certain colors, you can find it in the wall decal, have it in the room. When it changes, take them off and replace it. So I hope these tips have been helpful when decorating your kids' room. I know it's gotten me inspired to do a few changes in my girls' rooms as well. Leave me a comment below of some of your ideas that you've used when decorating your kids' room. So if you like this video, please like me, share me, and do subscribe, because I do produce weekly videos on decor, design, and DIYs.